This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. You there, yes, let's make sure you click, oh yes, and then you, yes, okay, let's resume. Hi guys, DeeSims here and welcome back to the channel, and today I bring to you a very special video. First off, I would like to thank EA for providing me with an early access code to The Sims 4 Snowy Escape so I could get you some content. And y'all, we have so much stuff to go through. Today's video is a guide. It's 30 things you need to know about The Sims 4 Snowy Escape. You're gonna see my name floating around the screen. That's because we are on an early build of the game, so you may see things in here that's a little buggy or things like that, but it's gonna all be fine. So we're gonna sit back and relax and get through this because we have a ton of stuff to get through. So the first thing, honey, number one, is we have new CAS Aspirations. One is the location aspiration, and it's the Mount Karabi sightseer. They love seeing everything that Mount Karabi has to offer. Mount Karabi is the new world. It's so beautiful. We're going to talk about that in this video, of course, but y'all, it's so nice. I love it so much. And the trait that you get with this is the home turf, very similar to Solani. Does Solani have a location aspiration? And San Myshuno. The next one is the extreme sports enthusiast. And this is just a sim who is just down for all of the new activities that Mount Karabi has to offer. Of course, we're going to be going through those later in this video as well. And it is an athletic aspiration, so you get the high metabolism, subtrait, and things like that, honey. Number two, what we're going to be moving into is the new traits. So there are two new traits, which is the adventurous trait, and it's the sim, they just want to do everything. Like, they're ready to take on a whole adventure and just take it all in, honey. And of course, this is a new trait for children. So children are actually really included in this pack. My heart, baby. So children can also be adventurous. Our second trait is proper. These sims, they are very, what it is, proper. They have a little bow that they do a respectful introduction when they meet new people, and they love being in formal attire. Y'all, please feel free to pause the video if you would love to see the description of things. I purposely put those in so you guys could check that out. Number three, rental properties and residential worlds. So in the new base game update, you'll be able to put rental properties in residential worlds, all worlds. Now, it's not vice versa. You won't be able to live in Granite Falls that comes in the Sims 4 Outdoor Retreat, but if you live in San Myshuno and you want to take a vacation in Del Sol Valley, as long as you have rental properties in those towns, you'll be able to live in them. I'm so excited about this. This will be coming in a base game update. So y'all, this is huge. Like, this is huge. You can see right here, I had my family going to vacation, and because I am on a copy of just base game and The Sims 4 Snowy Escape, everything you see today is from base game and Sims 4 Snowy Escape. So if you see it in here, you can do it in your game. I had my Sims test out going on vacation. There are some properties, some beautiful properties, if I might add, because we had some Simmers make some builds, honey, and they are so beautiful. So you can now put rental properties in residential worlds, and as long as you have rental properties in worlds, it will trigger them when you are planning your vacation, honey. That's big. Very big. Now we'll move into a section of Mount Karabi. We have a new swimmable river. Now, I'm not sure if you can grab the jet skis and get in here, but listen, go ahead and try. If you have the Sims for Solani, I don't know what's called right now. If you have the Sims for Solani pack, maybe you could try to get some jet skis or maybe a little boat in it. I don't know if it's gonna work, but you know, yes. 5, kids and teens wear uniforms to school. I'm not sure if you can change these uniforms. The schools doesn't change. They're not private schools or anything like that, but it's a small little feature that I like, that the kids change into school uniforms. 6, new weather without the Sims 4 season. So everything, like I said, you see in here, you will see in your game with just base game and the Sims 4 Snowy Escape. So you're going to see things like snow and freezing temperatures, blizzards, and which brings us to number 7, our new weather type. We have snowy thunderstorms, which is a rainy thunderstorm mixed with a blizzard. plus icy conditions. Listen, it ain't cute, but hey, I love it. I'm not trying to be caught out there. You ain't gonna catch me slipping, literally. That was so bad. I am so sorry. But whoo, yes. With all of this cold weather comes number 8, a new space heater. Again, remember, this is not season. So you get a space heater to warm up your bodies, okay? You get to warm up the bodies. One thing about Mount Karabi is there's sections of the world where seasons are different, and I love that. This space heater is draggable. You can put it in your inventory. So if you go to another lot, you can pull it on out. Get in with the coziness. Another new feature, number 9, you can take your shoes off at home. And as you can see, our childhood sim here was like, oh, I ain't gonna follow the rules, but we clicked that button and she followed the rules. She took them off. It made her feel a little playful. They have this cute little animation when they're walking indoors and outdoors. You'll see a little swivel around their feet, and then they'll continue to walk outside. I thought that was really cute because I just love small details like that. Number 10, which is like probably everyone's new favorite thing. We have platforms now, and you can completely do split level building. Right here, we're just making a 1 increase platform, and we're going to put some things up there. The best thing about this is your Sims can walk up there. You can make staircases with these new platforms. One of my favorite things that I was so excited to see about this is that we have new trims and we have new wall heights that match. So you can make you a stage. You can make a sunken living room, which is a great feature that a lot of the new properties have in Mount Karabi. One of my favorite things to do, and I'm going to show you in this video, is making a bedroom where the bed was actually on a raised level. You had like this whole split level going on. It was something I love to do in Sims 3, and I've been dying for it. One thing I really want to know is if these platforms can work in apartments in San Myshuno and in Everbrook Harbor. Evergreen, y'all know I get it messed up. Okay, don't come for my neck. You can paint the side of these. You can have wall heights. We have new wall heights. These are, I believe, coming in a base game update where the wall heights will match the height of your platforms. So if you want trims and things like that, honey, you can do it. But you can even check out what I'm doing right here, just making a super fast bedroom, and it's going to be like a split level. Like I was saying, you can completely use these, and this is still on the first level of the house, honey. You can even place foundation. You can place stairs and ladders on these platforms. You can stagger them. You can go as, I don't know if there's a height restriction. I mean, we went up quite a few levels and there still wasn't a height restriction, but you can really use these and make it all come together, baby. And I'm really, really, really excited about these features. Look at the lighting. Yes, lighting. Number 11, we have new food. Okay, there are about 15 new foods in this pack, and I'm just really excited to see all of them because the textures actually look really, really decent. But there's new foods in this pack, and that brings us to number 12. My favorite thing about this pack is the hot pot. Now, with the hot pot, it can be used on any table, not just this one. Your Sims will take multiple meals when their bowls are getting low. They will take multiple servings of hot pot, just like you would in real life. Even your kids can eat at the hot pot. So what we have here is our family. We have a mom and dad with a teen, kid, and toddler, and they also have the grandpa who lives with them. And we just called in a family session to hot pot, and even our little toddler is going to sit with us. Now, he's not going to sit at the table, but he will sit on the side. I thought this was really cute because as the hot pot is heating up, your Sims will talk and, share stories and just kind of, be very social while everything is coming together. And then when it's all ready, they will grab them a bowl, honey, and they will enjoy. Now, you may not see a lot of talking in this family because they got some issues going on. I had to do a little bit of drama so we could see a little bit of everything, okay? But hot pot, I'm so excited. You can see the Sims go ahead and grab their pot. They grab their bowl and they just dig in, honey. And it's 3 new types. So excited to see custom creators come up with it. CC creators come up with this. Brings us to number 13. You can now set utensil preferences. You can click on any appliance or the Sim themselves and select different things, from steel chopsticks to plain wooden chopsticks to whatever. Number 14, we have new vending machines that actually function. Yes, honey. Yes. With the new vending machines, you can now order fulfilling food, And I'm really excited to see this because they have different meals in different machines. There's 4 new machines. 2 of them are fruit related. We have a hot machine and we have a cold food machine. We also have something called Bits and Bobbles where you can buy your equipment and things like that. And we also have something for capsules, which is a new collectible. We'll talk about that later. But you can buy multiple things from the vending machine. You can buy a sandwich, some soup, and a slice of pizza. You can spend $100 on a vending machine and you could just click it. And yes, there is a opportunity for your items to get stuck. Okay, so you're gonna have to give that thing a little shake. You see what I'm saying? You can see our sim here is trying to purchase some food. If you look at the top right, it will tell you if you received your items, if they're stuck, if they're still stuck, or if the machine simply just ate your money. So yeah, it's a little bit of a risk factor. Okay, a little bit of a risk factor. They will show up in your inventory, and it's just like food. It will spoil over time. You can see our stuff got a little stuck up in there, but sis used that hip honey and got her Oreos. It's like, I don't know if she got Oreos. There's no Oreos in the Sim First Escape. I was just trying to be funny. But you can see she purchased some pizza, some tea or soup, and ate that thing right up. But like I said, you can see our stuff is still stuck, so our sim had to shake it again. And she better be a little bit careful because we're going to learn about something a little bit later. And yes, it's from previous games. If you already know, look at you. Shout outs to you. She need to be a little bit careful because that could be dangerous, honey. Another thing we have are food stalls. We have 5 new food stalls. And some of them are very exclusive to the new festivals. But in these new food stalls, we have a ramen one. There's so many different types of ramen. We have sushi. We got rolls. We got all different kinds. Oh, we have a dessert one with little fish cakes. They're so cute. So a lot of new things in this pack, honey. But you can see right there, these are the 5 new stalls, and you'll see some of them just around the town. Going into festivals to talk about them, there are 3 new festivals: the Festival of Youth, the Festival of Life, and the Festival of Snow. So the Festival of Youth is what it sounds like. It's blessing and appreciating the youth as they are the future. You can bring, I think it happens every Sundays, or every other Sunday. And you can bring your children there. There's fun activities. Of course, there's vending machines and food stalls and things for them to do. And you just blessing them and appreciating them. And if you don't, your child can feel some type of way. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But if you don't love them kids, okay, they're going to feel some type of way. And then we have the Festival of Snow here, which is the one we are learning about in game. There's huge snow and ice sculptures. Of course, exclusive stalls and vending machines, and just fun activities for them to do. And the last one we have is the Festival of Lights, which is what it is. It's beautiful lights. It's the celebration of, I believe it's past and future. There's trails of lanterns everywhere. And again, of course, unique food stalls. Very similar to San Myshuno's festival that they have throughout the different neighborhoods and different sections of the world. Mount Karabi has those as well. So, of course, you'll be seeing boards around the world where you can learn about the festivals. And, of course, when it's time, get to them. Now, the new thing that should be like, this is heightened, y'all. We have a new lifestyle system. So, the new lifestyle system is from teens through elders. You can earn new lifestyles. You can lose and gain them as you go through life. You can, you work through certain things to get certain lifestyles. And those lifestyles are adrenaline seeker, close-knit, coffee fanatic, energetic, frequent traveler, health food nut, indoorsy, junk food fiend, outdoorsy, people's person, sedentary, techie, technophobe, and workaholic. And I'm putting all of these on the screen right now. Feel free to pause the video and read through them, but it tells you how to acquire them, how to maintain them, and I just love that feature. This also brings in number 17. There's a new life coach. Y'all, we got in y'all love. No, I'm kidding. But you could call a life coach to basically remove your unwanted lifestyle. So say you're trying to be a health food nut, but sis, them ramen, them, you know, the the instant noodles is just calling your name every night, and you end up getting a junk food fiend, you can call your Inyamla in game and remove it, or you could go to the rewards store and calm down, purchase a potion to remove your lifestyles. So I just think these are so huge. Can't wait to see CC creators add to this. I believe there are 16 new lifestyles and 2 of them are hidden. So these were the 14 that I was able to show you guys. Again, feel free to go through and look at those things. Now, this brings us to number 18, which are our sentiments. Okay, sentiments are huge. This is going to be a base game update, so it's not exclusive to The Sims 4 Snowy Escape. It's going to be a new base game update. Think of this as the previous memory systems from the Sims games. We have memory, so as you go through the pack, taking on a new hiking trail, climbing the top of a mountain, or even being blessed at a festival, your Sims will now remember those things. If your Sims get into a big fight with someone else, your Sims will now be angry at that Sim and will show it. They will get moodlets, feeling tense or angry about being around that Sim. And it's not just to Snowy Escape. Sentiments can now be any huge milestone or life-changing thing in the game. Adopting a child, getting promoted at work, getting a divorce or going through a breakup, becoming a teen, becoming an elder, all adds to the new sentiment system. So you can see my Sims here. The sisters are not close at all. It got to the point where they had to split rooms, honey. They have a bitter grudge against each other. They're hurt. And sometimes as they fight, their parents seeing them fight hurts them as well. So they'll get a sentiment of being hurt from seeing the sisters argue or the sisters fight. So I know y'all see that new Sims panel, that new About Me panel, honey. It's beautiful, ain't it? I'm gonna show you some things here. The dad is hurt by the teenager, by how she treats her younger sister. I mean, the little boy is upset because he was mad at his dad because he kept making him play with toys after a certain time. These things can be one-sided. You can have a sentiment about cheating on your wife when you know you shouldn't be cheating on your wife, and your wife will have no idea. So there's some tea going on. There's a lot of stuff that's hidden in this pack y'all need to explore, okay? But these can be one-sided. You know, the teenager can feel a certain type of way while the child can just be going on with her day and not feeling any kind of grudge. But in this situation, both child and teen are very not liking of each other. You could get sentiments that are long lasting. You could get sentiments that are short, but we have one here that is deeply connected, and this is because the mom here has the close-knit lifestyle where she loves her family and really values the friendships and relationships that she makes. And her and the husband have memories from having a good hot pot meal or being in the hot springs and relaxing together. So honey, the sentiments is gonna be crazy. I'm really excited about it. Number 17, we have a new career. It's a salary person. It's really boring. It's a new rabbit hole career. It's a person who just loves their corporate office and just can't get enough of it. Just love. They work extremely long hours, which takes them away from the family, and they can actually apologize to the family for, you know, missing out on so much time. They work, like this says 9 to 7, so they're working 10-hour days. They absolutely just love their cubicle. They love their company. And our grandfather here, who is actually a workaholic, who is in this profession, he probably should be retired and sit down. They can do certain things, like he can dance to the corporate anthem, which he's doing now, or he can even go to work on off hours. So honey, listen, if you don't want your son to be in the house, go on ahead now. Number 20 brings us to the new lot trait, which is the hot spring or the onsen bathhouse. Your Sims can come here to relax before they go out and enjoy some of the new activities, or they could just come here to relax and things like that. I'm going to show you the requirements if you're a builder and you're looking to see what are some things you need. If you want to get a bathhouse ready before release, there you go, honey. Make sure you pause the video and check it out. But we're about to see our Sims get in this, and the customary thing to do is when you get into the hot spring is to rinse first. Don't go in there all funky and dirtying up the water. But listen, you can go in there, and if you funky, you will dirty up the water. The best thing is kids can get in. How cute. This hot spring is amazing for injuries, tense moodlets, angry moodlets, any kind of negative moodlets, and it's just super relaxing. So if you want your sim to relax, or you have that peacefulness going on with you, this is the place you need to go. Now we're about to get into the new skills of the pack, and the new skills are really linked to the new activities. So the new skills are snowboarding, rock climbing if you don't have the Sims 4 fitness stuff, and then skiing. We're gonna check all of that out right now. Just want to let you guys know that they go to level 10. As you get more skilled, you unlock a whole bunch of different effects, a whole bunch of different things, and this is probably one of my favorite features of the pack, other than the lifestyle and sentiments. I love these new activities. It was so much fun watching my Sims do these all day. Let's get into it. Snowboarding. The dad here is a crazy skilled snowboarder, so you can see him doing all kinds of tricks and things like that. You will be able to unlock the feature where you can, oh my god, calm down now. You will be able to unlock the feature where your Sims will be able to create snowboarding videos. So I believe with Get Famous, you can earn money and fame off of this, and you can become a professional snowboarder. And it's really awesome because the slopes here in Mount Karabi are different, so they'll take different paths every time. Skiing is another one, and look, the kids can ski, and I'm happy to say they can also snowboard. Now I have her on a beginner slope here, and it's still intense. You can choose the intensity that you want them to go through. You can choose how many you want it to be continuous, or you want them to go one time. But kids can definitely snowboard and ski, and these activities can hurt you. Your Sims can get injured. We'll take a little bit of a look at that in just a second, but your Sims can bust they butts, okay? Rock climbing, number 24, rock climbing. So we have the teenage Sim here who is introducing herself to rock climbing, so she's not that great. They're gonna rock climb, honey, and you can rock climb. That's teen through elders. Again, as you progress, you'll learn different techniques, different things. The dad is a rock climber, and sometimes he chalks his hands and stuff before he gets up there. You kind of got a little peek of our Sim. She hurt her wrist, and she kind of does this animation where she's shaking her wrist all the time. That's very common when they get hurt. Again, all these winter activities can take a toll on your body. Now we're seeing sledding, and yes, the parents can go down the sleds with the toddlers. It's super cute. I'm so sorry to show y'all this, but yes, they can fall out. Look at the little baby. He didn't face planted. He didn't face planted on this stuff, honey. It ain't cute. It's not. But he like, yes, mama, let's go again. Come on, let's go. Again, your Sims will get injured, and going to that hot spring before and after can definitely help heal your wounds. There are some new medications and skin balms and things you can take to really help, and you can have a close call where your Sim can't do any more activities due to how bad their injuries are. The dad had fell on his neck, and he was like, ooh, y'all, he was twitching his neck and stuff. But you can see Sims here can go sledding by themselves, and of course they can go with others. But this is just a fun day for the family. I'm gonna show you all the new winter activities. They're just having a good old time in the snow, and this is one thing I love, because you can come here to vacation, or you can just visit. You don't have to. This can just be something you can randomly just do in an LP. Your Sims can just come here and really, you know, take off. But the ski lift, I know, was a big thing. I saw a lot of people asking if it's functional. Your Sims go to the door and then they pop up at the top. It would have been nice to see them inside, but I understand why they didn't do that. But I really think it's really cute. I love like the whole trail, like they have to get in line to get back on the ski lift, or they have to get in line to get at the top of the slopes to do their thing, and it's really cute. They're always running up to the little cable carts doors to go to the top, and it's super adorable. But you can see my family here is just living it up, doing their winter sports and their winter loving things. And I believe once I have her skill maxed out, her motor skill maxed out, but she didn't gain any skills for skiing. So I know once you max out the kids skills, sometimes it would unlock adult skills for them. It did not unlock skiing for her. But these, even though this is the beginner slope, it's a little rigorous, okay? I was a little nervous seeing her fly up like that. And y'all, when they tumble, honey. I was nervous. They really do be tumbling. They really do. But you can see it right here. I got a little nervous, so I told her to go on the bunny slopes. The bunny slopes is where the toddlers will sled. This is where you can do all your sledding. You can't do any sledding on the actual slopes. There's no skill for sledding. It's just something fun you can do. But kids can ski here, and they can snowboard here. And of course, you can go up and down this sled, this bunny slopes all day. And I really love this. Has brought so much nostalgia back to me because I used to go sledding all the time with my church, and it was so much fun. So it just really brought it together. The world is so pretty, the snow is pretty, and again, all of the seasons and everything that you're seeing, this is without seasons. So when you add season, just imagine all the stuff is going to add. Of course, my little baby got rid of his diaper. And yes, these are just some of the little things that was going on with the day of fun. But again, you can do all of the winter activities in the snow that you would in the Sims 4 seasons. And the family really had a good time just being out here. I wouldn't say they was happy being together because, like I said, the family got some issues, especially the little daughters, and the father's always working. He's not even here right now, so that caused some little animosity as well. But sometimes they really take some huge tumbles, and sometimes they land it. So, and then you'll get certain moodlets and stuff. All the injuries are moodlets. You'll see them be uncomfortable. And if it's really bad, they won't be able to do the activities anymore. So I just had them continuously doing things, just enjoying it. And like I said, every route is different. They don't take the same route every time. So there's multiple routes they can go on. And yes, he's so good. He could become famous. And yes, look, he fell on his neck. And I thought he was going to die, but he didn't. Again, going back to the rock climbing, just to see the family take on that. Y'all, they be falling. It's scary. Like the little toddler. Like, okay, so one thing with the toddlers and sledding, the parent or whoever you ask to go sledding with the toddler will pick up the baby and run to the they'll go ahead and run to the top of the slopes. But if it's icy, they will be trembling, like they would almost fall, and they had a baby in their arms. And I was a little nervous, honey. I was nervous. But again, this was just super cute. Seeing the family do this. The dad actually made it to the top, but the teenager, she got injured and she was done. She's like, listen, I'm going back to the bunny slopes. One thing I noticed is the snow depth. Y'all saw that? Like, come on, depth. Number 26, active hiking. So I have my Sims here meeting up on a hiking trail. You will see these boards throughout Mount Karabi. And there's different things you could take. You could take a scenic route. You can hike to the cave shrine, the temple. There's even an exercise trail, and they'll walk together. And you can see my Sim here, her wrist is hurting, so you'll see her still flicking her wrist a little bit. They'll walk through and they'll stop, they'll take pictures, they'll notice the wildlife. They do these really cute animations. It's super adorable. I love that it's active. I love it's something that we can see. There's different hiking trails throughout Mount Karabi. I believe there's 3 sections of it, so there's 3 different types of trails, and it is just really nice. So today, one thing about the mom is that she is very mentally, emotionally sound. She's very peaceful. So she tries to get the kids on a hike every day, just to ease the spirits because they're not in the best. Here's a graveyard. I'm sad to say you cannot place your tombstones here, but it is just a little bit of decorations. They're gonna come over here and take pictures of somebody's tombstone, and listen, I don't got nothing to do with that. I thought that was quite odd myself, but hey, okay. But yeah, they'll stop, they'll tell stories. Whoever's the leader will kind of lead the hike. They'll try to be in the front. As you can see, she do a little speed walk. It's super cute. Love it. Number 27 is our new social event, which is the mountain climb excursion. So this is going to be for your skilled mountain climbers. And listen, this is the first social event that takes place over multiple lots. It's a big climb. It's a huge trail. On this event, you're going to be taking on a huge climb. You have to deal with weather, wildlife, camping and lodging, and of course your basic needs. Again, this also takes a toll on your body. So it starts off at the bathhouse. It's the best thing to do is to make sure your needs are all together. Make sure you have food you can take food from vending machines and things of that nature. Right now we're planning a trip for the dad and the teenage daughter because they are the ones who have skills in rock climbing, and you just really have to be cautious because there's a lot of things that can happen on this excursion, okay? And you might think I'm being dramatic, but I'm not being dramatic, honey. There's a lot of things that can happen. The first thing, it starts at the rock climbing wall that starts at the slopes. And the main thing is you want to get your Sims to the top of the climb to be able to move on. So you're not going to be able to progress if the Sims can't climb up the wall, if they can't get to the next portion. Now, sis here got hurt really bad earlier, and we're back having her climb again. So she ends up getting a moodlet she ends up getting like a little buff for close call. Like, she was severely injured. She couldn't climb anymore. But I just cheated to have sis go up there because this brings us to our new death. Hello. There are new deaths for the Sims 4 Snowy Escape, and one of them is a fall from the climb. Your Sims can fall to their death. So you really do need to be on top of this. On the excursions, you need to make sure you have the things you need. You need to make sure you have a tent. You need to have food, a way to stay warm. If you don't, you can die. But a good thing is, if say you don't, like I didn't care. My Sims didn't bring anything, okay? They weren't on top of anything. Look, they half sleepy, they hungry, and I was like, let's just go climb a mountain at the crack of night. And they could have died. If I would have let them continue, they would have died. But the new deaths are some serious. The other new death is the vending machine crush. You get crushed by it. And that was this thing in Sims 3 or 2. But the vending machines can fall on you when you're trying to shake your stuff out. So be careful, honey. It will knock you out for good. Okay. But the fall to your death was really scary when I was just watching, because as you progress in the excursion, it gets tougher. The climbs are bigger and taller. You have to deal with the weather conditions. The first time I came on this hike, it was a blizzard going on. So it was just horrible conditions to go on the excursion, but I just did it anyway. There are different tasks you need to complete, such as resting an hour before continuing, maybe doing a little exercise or a stretch before taking the climb. You just want to be very cautious. But again, my Sims could have died. On this excursion, though, there are some new woohoo locations. There is a ice cave that y'all can get y'all thing on and warm up. You can also have woohoo in the hot springs, and there is a bush that comes like from the bush, like cats and dogs and get together. There's a bush, a snowy escape bush that you can also do your thing in too. So yes, the last thing I want to talk about brings us to number 30. Yes, we are wrapping up. Number 30 is our cross compatibility, and I want to talk about this because I think yes, cross compatibility with other packs. So all the new foods that you see in the machines and the stalls will be in restaurants. So if you have the Sims 4 Dine Out, you can definitely be able to see those things in there. I'm not sure if you can make a hot pot restaurant, but I know you'll be able to do some kind of like, a generic lot, or maybe even a lounge or something like that, where your Sims can come there and do hot pot. Maybe we could get a hot pot lot trade so they know to come there and do that. Come on, CC Creative. I'm so excited. Your dogs can go on hikes with you. And if you have a certain mod, maybe you could take your cats on a walk too. So if you have cats and dogs, your dogs can go on that exercise trail, go on any of the hikes with you. If you have the Sims 4 Fitness Stuff Pack, the rock climbing wall definitely unlocks the skill, and it'll help you gain that skill as well. And if you're going, if you have Spa Day, the wellness skill ties into the emotional mindfulness of this pack. So there's a lot of things, like there's a meditative walk, and of course the new hot spring really relaxes you. And once you kind of perfect that, it's kind of like a hidden thing. Once you perfect those skills and really can center yourself, you'll be able to control your emotions. So you'll have like emotional control, where you'll be able to trigger any emotion that you want. So those are things that could come in handy. But those are the 30 things. Those are the 30 things that you need to know about the Snowy Escape. I do have some miscellaneous stuff though. Koi fish can now go in fountains that are made with the fountain tool. There are some new collectibles. There are capsules. It's a capsule vending machine. You can collect those, and they're like little glowing spirits that you can collect. They'll turn into paper dolls. The space heater actually has a auto thermostat function. There's new music on the S-Pop station. With the snow, you can do all your winter activities, so snow pals, shoveling, snow angels, all of that without seasons. And of course, your pregnant Sims cannot go into the hot spring. But yes, that is my guide to you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was able to answer some of your questions. If you have more, leave them in the comments down below. Again, I would like to thank EA so much for giving me the opportunity to give you guys some early access content. I hope this guide helps you. I hope it gets you pumped. This pack is going to be amazing. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait for the big video I got planned for this pack, and I think you guys are going to love it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What are you excited for the most? What can't you wait to do or build or create? Let me know in the comments. Remember to stay beautiful, stay lovely, and have a grant day. Bye, guys.